Hello, my name is Kevin. This is my pitch for House of Sin, a puzzle platformer where the player will control two different characters simultaneously. In House of Sin, the player must solve numerous puzzles while avoiding obstacles, switching between each character to complete 25 levels. Each level, the player will forage for power sources to function an elevator or have a player stand on a trigger plate to hold doors open, collecting resources such as extra health, coins, in-game currency, or to purchase more space to hold extra abilities. Abilities such as healing, revival, strength, mule pack to carry extra abilities, trap stone, etc. Players must avoid being hit or coming in contact with any antagonizing forces, resulting in losing any life that it attains. Players can hold up to 3 abilities at a time, giving a player to decide on which abilities they want to acquire in their inventory. For instance, if a player has max abilities come across another ability that's better, they can discard one to replace, or if a character is in a situation where they need a certain ability, the player can use coins they collected to transfer an ability. The player must collect coins to gain currency, abilities for power, and lives if given. Each character has 2 lives, totaling 4. If a player gets hit by any antagonizing forces, and if either character has a revival ability, gets another chance to continue. Without the revival, the player dies. The character drops resources at point of impact for a remaining character to obtain. If the player had a better ability, the second character can acquire an extra ability to take into inventory and hold 3 lives. If both players die, the game will have an option to start over or continue from checkpoint, which requires a game currency to continue. The main goal will be get through the night in the haunted house alive, traveling through 25 platform levels to escape the house, collecting their future secret. The antagonizing forces are ghouls that take lifelong contact with the player by being hit or avoid them if the player has the trap stone ability to lay out a trap to kill the ghoul before the player loses a life. Pressure plate traps that if a player steps within the trigger, the player can fall and be redirected, or the player can burst into flames. Vat of acid that is hidden under the floorboards that can break on trigger and running into any booby traps by button press. The theme will be beginning to an end thriller. The player will travel through the entire house and end in the same place to escape back out as a continuous loop. The perspective is a 2D side-scroller to give a player an open view on direction and paths as level sizes fluctuate, giving possibilities to create a challenging game to alert any abnormalities within the house. The more currency collected, the more possibilities for more enhanced abilities for each character to better adjust to each puzzle mission. My game is similar to Portal with its number of puzzles to get around the board and the cave, using more than one character to complete a puzzle. The risks are implementing each power abilities, change on interaction, and time to complete to make sure every puzzle is challenging enough, as well as switching between each character. And that is my game, House of Sin.